Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News, and this is Lifestyle News. And if you're watching us for the first time, welcome. And Lifestyle News is lighthearted news. It's not about politics or war. It's just lighthearted news. And sometimes you'll get a giggle and a laugh, and you'll learn a lot of stuff that goes on around the world. And hello to Susan and Karen. Karen is our moderator. And so, wow. The hurricane that's going to hit Cuba or did hit Cuba. So again, it's going to rip up the island. And I got some news on that and snakes at the ball game. I loved it. I loved it, Karen. What do you think? Can you imagine having a snake at the ball game? Yeah, they were going to help one of them win. We're into the finals. I think the Dodgers got it. I haven't been watching baseball because the A's never get in there, and I like the Oakland A's. And what happened? Oakland A's haven't been popular since the 70s. They were winning, and then they're losing. Same way with the Vikings. I like the Minnesota Vikings. It's the purple thing. They were hot in the 70s, too. Yeah, you can tell when I watched ball and sports. I did a lot of watching, going to the Sacramento Raceway and watching the races, car races there. Boy, yeah. So, yeah, I lived in California for a while and got the heck out when it got bad. Just in time, got my kids out. Don't like snakes or bugs, me either. They have copperheads tremendously in a couple of states. Texas, Illinois has got it really bad. So, keep your eyes out for them copperheads. So, all right. We got the weather. He says what happened to the ladies we had? All of a sudden now we got this guy. What's the Weather Channel doing to me? I was good with the ladies. At least we didn't have the one with the hair that stands up. Yeah. Okay. They're normal looking.
We are tracking this week some heat in the east and some rain and snow in the west. Let's start with those temperatures well above the average from the Great Lakes region into the Central Plains over to the East Coast and even parts of the Southeast. Monday and Tuesday, temperatures are expected to be well above the average. For the Pacific Northwest, the moisture moving in off the Pacific, it's going to bring you a good chance of some rain for Seattle and Portland, even down to Medford and over to Spokane as well. And yes, with a little bit of that moisture moving in into some of the higher elevations in the Rockies, we could even see a chance for snow this week. In the tropics, all eyes are on Oscar as it moves over Cuba over the next 24 hours, but likely is going to hold on to tropical storm status at least through Wednesday. It's going to interact with some of the higher elevations of the eastern tip of Cuba. It's going to produce a lot of heavy rain, then make that very sharp right-hand turn and head right back out into the Bahamas. That's going to mean a lot of very heavy rain for especially the eastern parts of Cuba into the Bahamas, the Greater Antilles. Flash flooding is going to be a big concern here, as some locations could get over a foot of rain. We're also heading into a much quieter part of the hurricane season, but don't let your guard down because hurricane season continues until the end of November.
Yeah. That's when our tornado season runs. So, yeah. Tornadoes. We haven't had them so bad this year yet. In fact, we haven't even got much rain. So, yeah, we're hoping for a lot of rain. Now, earthquakes. Turkey got a 6.0. I think I seen 6.2 over the weekend. And, of course, we do earthquakes here if you're watching. So the Weather Channel really did well on doing a really good update on it. So yeah, they had a same powerful type of earthquake last year that left more than 50,000 people dead. Yikes. Well, we had that 7-pointer in when I was in Eureka, and that was enough earthquake for me. And then when I seen the bridge in San Francisco that collapsed, that was like, you know how many times I've been on the bottom of that? I mean, as a kid growing up in California, oh my gosh. I'm just glad uh, it never happened when I was on that bridge on the underneath part. Um, all right, so tonight might be a good night to see a comet, they said. Um, I think it's one of the final days. It started on the 17th and it's supposed to end either tonight or tomorrow night. Boy, we got a lot of stuff from the Weather Channel.
The latest celestial buzz is the comet Shushenshan Atlas, and now through October 24th is the best time to catch it, but it's still going to be visible for a few days even after that. If the comet's tail is well lit by the sun and skies are dark, you might be able to see it without needing any special tools. But if you still can't spot it, binoculars or a small telescope will help. Look west about 45 minutes after sunset. Hopefully the clouds will steer clear of your view, and that looks to be the case for most cities Wednesday night.
So, yes, we have a comet. Um, I know I love seeing, I think, was it Haley's Comet that was awesome. My kids loved it. Um, Freaky, surprisingly combustible white blobs washing up uh, uh, pretty much around Canada. Let me see if they got a picture of it. Let me see here. There it is, right there. Weird blobs of white. But Newfoundland is being inundated by it, and no one knows why. And they sent the Coast Guard and asked how bad it was, and they told me they had a coastline littered with this stuff and had no idea what it was. Is it toxic? Is it safe for people to touch? Why don't touch stuff? Susan, if you see something weird on the beach, do you touch it? I don't. I'm just I'll poke it with a stick first. Yeah. It's not often you find something that stumps people who know this place and these waters. Newfoundland says it's doughy like. Someone had tried to bake and did a lousy job, and it's just gooey dough. They say the objects begin floating to shore at the end of September, and it's plant based. And they have hundreds and hundreds of globs, big globs, little globs, a lot of globs, about 6 inches in diameter. Somebody knows where this come from and how it got there. Um, Beaches across Canada um, have increasingly been littered with this mysterious white blobs. They're going to find out some bakery in Hawaii. No, it was off the East Coast. Somewhere over there in Greenland. We'll blame Greenland for it. One of the bakers screwed up and just dumped all the dough in the off the into the harbor. I don't know. Here's another picture of it. It does look like dough though. So they are going to test it, and they said they maybe will let people know what it is. Maybe. All right. Now, this isn't funny, folks. A funeral home in Portland issued an unusual apology Saturday after a corpse that was transporting fell out of the hearse into traffic. A man was driving down the street in Stowa, Wola, city southeastern of Poland. I know I said that wrong. When he first saw a sheet on his car window, then the sheet slid down. He saw a body lying on the road. So not only did it fall out in the casket, but it fell out of the casket. Local media published an image of the corpse laying on a white strip pedestrian crossing where it tumbled out of the hearse. The company transporting the corpse, Hayes Funeral Services, issued a statement Saturday with deepest apologies. Huh. I didn't get the picture. It wasn't, there wasn't, why would I show that? Icky. Can you imagine? Oh, wow. Wow. It's just unspeakable. I mean, can you imagine almost hitting the dead body? And can you imagine the horror of the family if they were driving behind, like it was on its way to the cemetery? Okay. More listeria recalls. What is it? Oh my goodness. Frozen waffles. Frozen waffles of various name brands. Uh, they're at Walmart, Target, and Publix have been recalled in concern of listeria. Um, Treehouse Foods issued a voluntary recall. Um, the other brands, Kodiak, Simple Truth, Good and Gather, Great Value. Start making them homemade, folks. Just don't eat the frozen waffles. Um, Now there was Food Lion, Giant Eagle, Harris Teeter, Hanford, and other store brands. Just don't buy the frozen. Look how many stores and look at how many brands. Just don't. Karen, no frozen waffles for you or your son. Tell them no frozen waffles. I know kids love them, but make them homemade. Make them homemade. Um, Oscar Mayer Wiener. Yeah, the Oscar Mayer Wiener everybody wished he had. Well, it crashed. Yep, he crashed. The hot dog shaped Wienermobile ended up flipped on its other side and crashing on a suburban Chicago highway. Yeah. Can you imagine watching a Wiener crash? um, the, the driver lost control, overcorrected, causing you don't eat frozen waffles. Karen says she don't eat them. Put down in the comments if you eat these waffles. I know we had bought Great Value brand before a long time ago, but then I got a waffle maker and the kids like coloring, getting food coloring and making different color waffles. So, uh, so um, they have several Wienermobiles, so don't worry. The Wienermobile didn't um, it didn't get hurt as bad, and there it's being taken away on the truck. So the Wienermobile does crash. There are other Wienermobiles, and people do make overcorrections. That he's just a simple driver. All right, Los Angeles, a snake slithered. I got a typo tongue. I wonder if that's a tongue O. Is that a tongue O instead of a typo? A snake slithered through the Los Angeles Dodgers dugout during Game 2 in the National League Championship Series on Monday. The reptile appeared in the top of the fifth inning at the Dodgers' 7-3 loss to the New York Mets. So the Mets won. I was hoping it was a rally snake, and we turned a rally around after that, reliever pitcher said. But just something to get the boys moving a little bit different after everything else. The snake was in a towel that was removed by a member or grounds crew. We've had snakes on a plane, snakes on a train, snakes in the dugout. It almost sounded like someone put it there, huh? That's the first thing I thought. I'm a conspiracy kind of person. Someone put it there to scare the players. They were losing, so why not? Yeah, so the Mets did win, folks. The Mets did win. What was it, 7-3? Yep. 7-3, Dodgers against the New York Mets. All right. Uh, Now, we hear about people losing their dogs, and this family kept having this dog escape from their backyard, and it would be gone for a while, and then it would eventually come home. But uh, they, the Closer family became sick with worry when their 5-year-old beagle, Bonnie, vanished. Soon after, the family fears were eased when she spotted a Facebook post by John Wilmot, who was running late for a show, a dog show. Does anyone know this dog? Just then he added, I might as well enter her into the best rescue dog category. So, weirdly enough, he did enter this dog as like a lost dog and had a sad story of how this poor dog. I got to show you guys this picture of this dog. There it is. But it won. The dog won. And then, of course, the family seen it and said, well, hey, it's my dog. So the dog won a ribbon for being a lost dog. So when asked, do you mind if it gets out now? And they said, no, we got it pretty much patched up. We can't have him running off and winning awards for other people. All right, so 1 in a million cotton candy lobster. This is a beautiful looking. I should have put it on trivia this week because I found this last week. It's a rare cotton candy lobster caught in New Hampshire. They say it's genetics and diet, but it's. I'll just show it to you. If a crab could be pretty, this one would be pretty. Can you imagine if it was pink? But it's got a little bit of pink and purple and green in it and some red. It's 1 in a million that they said it's. The lobsters usually are exhibited with a vibrant pink, but this one was pink and purple and blue haze, and a lobster that was caught off the shore of New Hampshire. And the guy that caught it gave it away he donated it, his rare catch, to the Seacoast Science Center, where the lobster is said to be healthy and eating well. So if you're in New Hampshire, go see it. See it in the reel. They're usually brown color, and it helps camouflage them on the ocean floor. But however, they do come in a variety of colors. And this one here is a 1 in a million. The cotton candy lobster. Huh. Now. Okay. Just to end the show with something really amazing. No, no, don't worry. It's not amazing. I run these every so often. And sometimes, lessons in logic, it says. So if your father is a poor man, is it your fate? No, if your father-in-law is a poor man, it's your stupidity. I was born intelligent. Education ruined me. Practice makes perfect, but nobody's perfect. So why do we keep practicing? If it's true that we are here to help others, then what exactly are others here for? Since light travels faster than sound, people hear bright until you hear them speak. Appear bright, I'm sorry. Money is not everything. There's Visa and MasterCard. One should love animals. They are so tasty. Some people might not think that way. The wise never marry, and when they marry, they become otherwise. Success is a relative term. It brings so many relatives. Your future depends on your dreams, so go to sleep. Hard work never killed anybody, but why take the risk? It sounds like our youth of today. The more you learn, the more you know. The more you know, the more you forget. The more you forget, the less you know. Why learn? The bus station is where the bus stops. The train station is where the train stops. On my desk, I have a workstation. What more can I say? Yeah, you ought to see mine. It's a little bit of everything. All right, folks, that is it for lifestyle news. It's not usually very long, and me and William will be up in the next hour with world news. And we got a lot of really good discussions coming up. So if you're interested in our world news, come on back. And I thank y'all for watching and subscribe and like and share and hit the bell. And thanks for the tremendous response for trivia on Saturday. Uh, we got a lot of views. So I thank everybody for watching it. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing it. So keep and share this show and share all of our shows. So with that, folks, I will see you in about 30 minutes and with William, and we've got world news coming up. You guys take care, and we will see everybody probably Wednesday for another lifestyle news show. Take care, and we'll see you soon.